We are here to help the family of Quincy Walker. Mr. Walker was murdered 14 years ago on Sunday, November 28, 1999, on Detroit's west side. The incident took place at 10 in the evening at Asbury Park and Plymouth Road, east of the Southfield Freeway, between Woodmont and Meadowtall. According to Mr. Walker's family, he received several phone calls from his wife to meet her at the Starter's Lounge. When he arrived, he became involved in an altercation with his wife and a male. According to his wife, Mr. Walker and his wife left in separate vehicles heading eastbound on Plymouth. The wife parked her vehicle, possibly a Chevy Cavalier, at Plymouth near Asbury Park and walked around the corner to the alley. Mr. Walker noticed his wife stop. He turned his car around, a 1998 Oldsmobile, on Plymouth and drove down Asbury Park, where he located his wife and told her to come out of the alley and to get into his vehicle. It is uncertain what followed, except that Mr. Walker was shot twice at close range and died. Mr. Walker was only 25 years old when he was murdered.
Quincy was my son. Life cut down at an early age, 25. This year will be 15 years in November. And I need closure. My family needs closure. He had children, didn't even grow up to know really who he was. My son was a loving son. He loved to take pictures. He loved the barbecue. He was the backbone of this family, even though he was just 25.
He was the father of three, Quincy Jr., Brendan, and Piper. Mr. Walker worked at Topaz Lounge as a photographer. He was also a bug exterminator.
I just want to say this is really overwhelming for my family and myself. My children were so overwhelmed they could not be here today. They just said it was too much for them because it had been so long, almost 15 years. And repeating and going over and over is just overwhelming because whatever happened that night shouldn't have gone on this long. It should have been solved from day one. If you were standing here in my shoes today, you'd want to know who killed your son, your brother, your loved one. You'd want to know. And one day you might have to be here in my shoes, and God forbid that you do. But if you're out there, someone please come forward. Give us some closure. Let me be able to rest and close my eyes at night, because almost after 15 years, I still can't sleep. I can't rest because I know someone's out there that knows something. So if you could please just come forward, please.
Crime Stoppers is offering a $2,500 reward for information that leads to the arrest of the person responsible for this murder